Hey guys, sales and monetization coach Celia Faye Meisel here with a live stream for you tonight. It's been a while, Facebook, and I was feeling super inspired because this is a theme, this topic of fears that new online coaches and practitioners face when getting started with your business. This topic really has come up a lot because I work with a lot of clients who are startups, they're experts, and they're really wanting to get going with their online businesses, but there's a lot of fear and a lot of worry that comes up in that process. And because you're working online versus in person at a local practice and things like that, what happens is that those fears and those worries and those stresses and doubts can actually start to really weigh you down and prevent you from hitting your goals, reaching your numbers, and really going for what it is that you want, which is to help people and to get great results, okay? So let's go ahead and get started into the content because, again, I see this a lot. I work with a lot of startups. I work with a lot of newbie entrepreneurs or, clients that have tried in the past to get it going and get the business going, but never really were able to take it to the next level and get the types of results that they want. And so, some of these fears, when they're hidden and they're not really addressed, they can really weigh you down and keep you from pursuing your goals and pursuing your dreams. But when we bring them to the surface, we allow that air to come through. We get some blood flow and some oxygen flowing to parts of your consciousness that may not have been addressed, and get you more into alignment with getting your sales and getting your monetization going. And really, monetization is just taking an idea, taking a product, taking a service that you've thought about making money on, but you've never really been able to make money on it. That's what monetization is. And sales is part of the process of monetizing, okay? So some of these hidden fears are always going to come up around, can I do it? Can I help people? Can I get results? And my invitation to you to answer that for yourself is to look at all of the ways that you've gotten success, whether it was with a practice client, whether it was with a family member that you helped, whether it was with something that you helped yourself through. When you're a coach and you're called into being a coach and a practitioner, it means that you have a desire to help people. It means that you have a desire to help people get from point A to point B, to help them transform, to help them move through issues. And oftentimes with coaching, it's not just about a service that anybody can get anywhere. Usually it's highly specialized, it's highly individualized, and you're really working as a bridge. You're working as a bridge maybe between, let's say that somebody got a degree in something and then they wanted to start a business in it, but they never knew all the steps that needed to be taken to go from, hey, I have this expertise, to having my own business and making money at it. And so that's where like a business coach would come in to help somebody start their own business. And we have so many different types of coaches, relationship coaches, health coaches, the list goes on and on, book writing coaches. And really it's about being that bridge. And so one thing that you can do is to go back to the timeline of your own life and look at where you've been a bridge to other people and where you've been a bridge to yourself, delivering that exact transformation that you are bringing to the table. It's very important to be in integrity with yourself, to be in integrity with the transformation that you're bringing through. It doesn't matter how much money you've made with it before or how much money you haven't made with it before. It doesn't matter, whether or not you have a fancy website or a basic website. It doesn't matter how many social media followers you have. All that matters when you're getting started, when you're going for it, is your ability and your competence to get a result for somebody, to guide them through a transformation, and to be able to really hold a space energetically for them while they're going through their transformation. Because when your client signs up with you, they go through at the very beginning, that first sales call that you have all the way through the process, you are literally holding an energetic space for them by showing up on the calls every week, by being available to support in between sessions, by delivering your materials and the things that you've made to help them go through their transformation. That's basically just holding a space. So your job is to show up, deliver the transformation, and be there for them, and also invite them to stay accountable to themselves through the whole process. So that in itself, it sounds super easy, and it should. However, so many people, so many new coaches, so many new practitioners really get hung up on this. Can I do it? Can I be successful? Can I make money? Can I? And the key here and the secret here is to put that down and say, yes, I am doing this. I want this. I want this business. I want this. I want this experience. I want these clients. I want to help these people. I want to guide them. This is not something that I just woke up and thought I was going to do, and I'm trying to do a get rich quick scheme. Many new coaches have been preparing for this moment in their lives for years, sometimes decades. So a little story about me. When I got called into coaching, I didn't have the doubt in myself of whether or not I could work with somebody, because I know a lot of people, that's another hidden fear, is can I actually work with somebody? Can I develop that rapport with another person? Can I actually be there human to human level? Because a lot of times in life, we have experiences with parents, with mentors, with teachers where, they're maybe kind of there for us, but not fully there for us. So because we have these experiences with outside authority figures as to whether or not, they didn't prove to us that they could be fully present and fully there for us and help us through the transformation, what happens is that gets projected back onto oneself as to whether or not they can do the same for others, okay? So there is that commitment and that question that happens with a lot of new coaches and practitioners is, can I actually meet with somebody every week and actually help them and deliver this transformation and all of that? So when I got called into, and because it was an inner calling to do business coaching in particular, I knew that I had so much experience working one-to-one with people, both as a mentee and a mentor. Now, was it in business coaching? No, it wasn't. I was a music teacher. I was doing these other things. I was freelancing, but I didn't want to do that anymore. That's not who I was anymore. And I had started a sound healing business, and I was doing one-to-one healings with sound bowls and energy work. And I was getting a lot of people, I've told this story before, I was getting a lot of people with relationship problems, and I just didn't feel that I had the qualifications to guide somebody through a transformation. But when it came to business, and when it came to running a business and having a successful business that I could depend on, that I could live on, that would feed me, that would, provide for me, I felt good about that, and I knew that that was a calling that I had to help with other people. So because I had done that for so long for myself, I knew that I could help other people, and I had a lot of training in online marketing, and I knew basics. I knew enough to help startups and people with business ideas, and this was years ago. This was actually December 28th is going to be my 3-year anniversary with CeliaFayeMeisel.com. So that was just 3 years ago at this time. I was answering that call within myself of, yes, I can do this, okay? So I took that experience of having my own business with the experience of being a mentor, being present for people, showing up consistently. In my music business, I was there every single week. So there was no doubt of whether I could show up or not, whether or not I could be present. And so it was really an amazing fit for me. And that was how I said yes to myself, and I guided myself into doing this work. Nobody told me, nobody suggested it to me. It was just an awakening within my own heart. And sometimes those are the best awarenesses that you can ever have are the ones that they're awakenings within your own heart and within your own self. And so I invite you to really look back to the beginning of when you said yes to being a coach, when you said yes within yourself. What was that stirring inside of you? Was it that desire to help people? Was it the own transformation in the space that you had held for yourself during fragile, vulnerable, delicate times of your life? And remember that. Hold on to that and make that an essence of why you're doing what you're doing. Make that an essence of your purpose and your plan, and hold on to it every day, and use that as the framework of reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing and why this business is so important to you and why you're going to be successful. If that's the only thing that you have, just remember that start. You can call it the why. To me, it's more of like the essence of the business, and just remembering that awakening and holding on to that, and maybe writing about it. Maybe you've never written about that awakening. Make a blog post, make an article about it, and put that message out to the world and share that journey of why it's a calling for you. Okay? So it's so important that anytime that you're facing a fear or a worry or a stress or a doubt, that you address it in the moment. I was just talking to a client on a coaching call today, and we were talking about how I noticed that whenever they were having a money mindset issue, it was, oh, I'm going to deal with it later. Oh, I'm going to take it to my journal later. Oh, I'm going to approach it later. And what that does is it puts this delay on the urgency of actually healing and working through the actual fear or worry or doubt. So when those thoughts come up in the moment, and those doubts and those hidden fears come out, give yourself the time to face them. And you don't have to do any EFT tapping on it or anything special. Just claim what it is that you desire in replacement of that, because your brain and your thoughts, they're always working on your behalf. So the more you're worrying and the more you're stressing and the more you're giving life to those human fears, your brain's going to go out and look for that and say, look, this is what you want, right? Look, I'm doing what you want. And then your higher self is like, no, that's not what I want. I want the clients. I want the booked out business, all of that. So coming back to the truth of why, the essence, the desire, all of that, and reminding yourself every day. And then when those fears come up, that you address them in the moment. So you say to yourself, no, I want this. I want this business. This, like I was saying earlier, this business is mine. This is important to me. I want these clients. I want these 5 clients. I want these 3 clients. I want this income coming in next month. And just be very direct with yourself about what it is that you want and why you want it, and allow yourself to receive it, okay? Because that is the other thing. I can't tell you how many people in the world have an inability to receive. So they can give love, they can give, they can output, they can show up, but the actual receiving it and bringing it back home to themselves is really, really difficult. So that's another part of it, is making sure, addressing that you do have that ability to receive, that you do have that ability to actually obtain what it is that you want. And the way that happens is you say yes to yourself. You remind yourself that you can have it. You remind yourself that it is possible. And this is so important, all of these keys that I'm sharing with you, because when you go out there and you're doing your sales and you're monetizing your service, even before a word is spoken, an email is exchanged, a message is exchanged, your energy is what's leading the way. And so when you are working with people, whether it's just speaking with them and interacting about the possibility of working together, your energy is felt. And so when you're thinking these thoughts of, this is mine, I'm creating this, I'm so confident and faithful, and I have such trust in myself, and I know that I'm going to hit my income goals, I really believe in myself. When you come through with that energy of belief in yourself, that energy is also going to come through to those prospects. And they are going to feel that, and they're going to say, you know what? I believe in myself. I believe in myself to get on this call with this woman. I don't know what she's going to offer me, but you know what? I'm going to get on the call with her because this feels good. There's just something about this that feels right. And that's all you need, is just a feeling. People make buying decisions with their emotions. They make those decisions with their emotions. So that feeling of energy that you bring through is really the start of everything. And that's why I always tell my clients, don't market and don't sell if you don't feel good. Don't go do things when you don't feel good, right? That's the old way. The new way is to come from that place of alignment. And when you're feeling 100%, put in 100% and then allow yourself to receive the benefits of the work that you've put in, okay? So I will come with you with more trainings, with more live videos when I have the inspiration and the guidance. I get so many ideas from my clients and so much wisdom from my clients. They teach me so much about sales and everything because I watch what works and what doesn't work. And so I'll continue to share those nuggets of wisdom with you. If you want to talk to me about the possibility of working together and selling and monetizing your new product or service, or your existing product and service, whether you want to scale it, you want to move to a group, you want to book out your one-to-one, or you're a startup and you're a newbie, those are my 3 areas that I work with. Feel free to comment below that you're interested or send me a private message. I am interviewing prospective clients now to start with me in the new year in January of 2019. So it's been awesome connecting with you. Let me know if you found value from this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the hearts. And yes, Colombe, you want this, so remind yourself every single day because it is yours. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.